Good morning, dear students. Myself Jayesh, Hajare, Department of Zoology, NH College, Brahmapuri. And today we're going to have to discuss something about aquaculture, fisheries in India, types of fisheries in India, as per your syllabus in Applied Zoology Unit First. Uh, we first of all think about what is aquaculture. Aqua means water, and culture means something has to produce within that water body. So before moving deep into the topic, it is become very necessary for us to understand the definition of aquaculture. Now, the aquaculture is nothing but the farming of aquatic organisms such as fish, prawns, mollusks, and aquatic plants. So, we exclude this aquatic plants first of all, but aquaculture is the farming of aquatic organisms such as fish, prawns, and mollusks, and those which are directly or indirectly related to the human thing or the human consumption. Now, in a comprehensive term, we should think about that the aquaculture related to the production of those economically important organisms. Those economically important organisms, as I just told you about fish, prawns, mollusks, and even aquatic plants, by which the human being can get maximum outputs, maximum benefit of it for its livelihood, for the development of oneself, and by means of the economy of the states and the nation as well. So this is the aquaculture. You know that aquaculture and fishery are a little bit different. Fishery can come under the aquaculture. Fishery is generally restricted to the culture of fishes, different types of fishes. So aquaculture is very much comprehensive term because it includes all the aquatic organisms of economic importance. So that difference you should think about in yourself. Aquaculture and fishery. Aquaculture is a more comprehensive term compared with the fishery. Fishery is generally restricted to the culture of fishes. Now, over the years, since antiquity, the consumption of fishes and related seafoods has been rising up. The overall production has been increased throughout the world, not just India. Comparatively to the India, the European countries, the Eastern countries, and also the Western countries like US and the Latin American countries, the overall production increases for this fishes and all the seafoods. So aquaculture therefore becomes an increasingly important one for meeting the global demand for seafood also. So aquaculture is one of the most important things. So we have to see what kind of aquacultures are there. If you just think about the aquaculture generally of three types. Comprehensively, if you just say it is saltwater aquaculture, then freshwater aquaculture, and the brackish water aquaculture. So first of all, before we going into the marine water aquaculture, we should first see the freshwater aquaculture. You know what is the importance of freshwater aquaculture? Where we people are living in the central India, and central India is divided of coastal regions. We doesn't have any beaches near and around us. So the water sources that are available to us are only freshwater resources. And these freshwater resources are rivers, lakes, and the streams, small ponds and beaches, from where we can take maximum freshwater culture of fishes. Even the canals can be utilized for that purpose also. So In consideration of US, the freshwater aquaculture is dominated by catfish. In India, that freshwater aquaculture is majorly been dominated by the carps. Those are included exotic crops and as well as the indigenous crop. The indigenous crop contains katla, rohu, and mrigal. Whereas when we think about the exotic crops, in that exotic crops generally grass carp, then cyprinus, and the silver carp. These are the major fishes which has been cultured in freshwater condition in India, and particularly those rivers, reservoirs, ponds, and the canals, and even in the fish farms. These are the major fishes we should. Now, if we just talk about the marine water aquaculture, the marine aquaculture refers to the uh, culturing of the fishes within the salt water. India do have a huge resources of marine aquaculture. If you just consider about the state of Maharashtra, we do have 700 kilometers of sea coast, and the overall sea coast in and around India is about 3000 plus kilometers. So we have a huge resources over here, and we have large number of uh, fishes as well as oysters, clams, mussels, shrimps, and cod, even the other fishes we can catch it from the marine resources. So that is the marine. We all see all this marine aquaculture and freshwater aquaculture in detail in the next class. Also, with this marine aquaculture and the freshwater aquaculture, there are other type of aquaculture is there that is known as the brackish water aquaculture or the estuarine region, in which uh, the salinity of water was a little less as compared to the sea water, and it's a little bit salty as compared to the fresh water. Means that water in the estuaries or the backwater in the estuaries or the brackish water has less salinity to the sea and higher salinity to the river water, so it is in between to that. So that culture we can also see, and this backwater sea culture or the brackish water sea culture found within the creeks of Mumbai, Karnataka, and Kerala. So we see all these freshwater aquaculture, brackish water aquaculture, and marine water aquaculture in detail in next class. Um, One of the things that we also see in this unit is the preparation of aquaculture farming, the management of aquaculture, pre-management, and as well as the post-management of the aquaculture. And this, after that, we have to understand the aquaculture feed means what we have to provide to this developing fingerlings and fries, and lastly to the brooders for their overall development and the development of the fish farm. We'll again see within that management the controlling of the disease, which is also a post-stocking management types, that controlling of the disease to the larger fishes, the fungal infection, the algal control. So all these things we have in the coming lectures. So thank you for today.